Both the prosecution and the defense have rested their case in the trial of a woman charged with killing a Brentwood police officer in a DUI crash back in 2020. Today, jurors heard testimony about tests on Ashley Kroese's blood after a head-on collision with Officer Destin Legieza on Franklin Road. TBI agent Jaquaya Ogilvie testified that the suspect's blood alcohol level was 0.166%, more than twice the legal limit in Tennessee. The defense at the same time raised questions about whether her sample could have been confused with someone else's blood.
Was there anything in this case whatsoever that caused you concern or that was an anomaly that would cause you to question the results that you arrived at in this case?
No, there wasn't.
Ashley Kroese elected not to testify in her defense today. The jury will hear closing arguments and then get this case tomorrow. THP investigators testified in Franklin today. Ashley Kroese spent the hours leading up to the crash bar hopping in downtown Franklin. Jurors actually saw this video of Kroese getting into and out of her car, leaving the square around 4:30 in the morning without her lights on, headed up to the crash. We also learned she was going 58 miles an hour when she hit Brentwood Officer Destin Legieza head-on. A bartender at one of the clubs testified that she was worried that Kroese was drunk and offered to call her an Uber that morning, but she says Kroese declined. Jurors saw police dash cam video from the scene that morning on Franklin Road, right in front of the Brentwood market. Prosecutors say that Ashley Kroese was driving on the wrong side of the road under the influence with her lights off when she hit Officer Destin Legieza head-on just before dawn. Officer Brian Fletcher was the first on the scene. He found Officer Legieza unconscious behind the wheel of his cruiser with labored breathing.
Through my training and experience, I recognize that to be agonal breathing, which is the body's reaction to not getting enough oxygen, and it's indicative that the person is near death or going into cardiac arrest.
Paramedics testified they lost Officer Legieza's pulse at the scene and were never able to revive him. Police say that Kroese's blood alcohol level was more than twice the legal limit.